If you clicked on this video, it's probably because you're one of two people. One, you're like me and you don't know how to get an ABG, or any girl for that matter. Or two, because you know how to get an ABG and you want to let me know how to do that in the comments down below. Anyway, in today's video, we are going to go over some tips and tricks that you can use to help your game out, right? So let's get started. If you guys know anything about anything, you know that ABGs are primarily from this part of the world, actually, as you can see, right around here, basically. So we got East Asia, we got we can throw in the Philippines, because a lot of Filipinos are considered ABGs, you know, like that one person from Cat's Eye and whatnot. We can we definitely have China, South Korea, and Japan as the big three, right? Obviously, when you're gonna think of ABGs, you're gonna think of primarily these three countries, right? Let's see, what is the population of China, Japan, and South Korea combined? Because if these are the big three, then we got around 1.59 billion. So China's doing a lot of the heavy lifting, right? So if we're gonna look at the rule of 20%, or the 80-20 rule, right? If we're looking at the 80-20 rule, we can see that this is a principle that asserts that 80% of the outcomes or outputs result from 20% of all cases or inputs. So if we want to maximize ROI, return on investment, what we have to do is we have to focus on the big three, which are China, South Korea, and Japan, right? But there's a lot of competition for this. There's a lot of competition for these three, right? So we gotta branch out, right? So what other options do we have? We have Mongolia up here, Kazakhstan, right? We have the Central Asia, right? Probably this part right here of Russia could also be included, right? We could argue Vietnam is definitely up there, right? Vietnam has a population of 100 million, I think, right? So we just gotta maximize on these key points, right? Because this is just a numbers game, right? It doesn't matter how chopped you are. Maybe it matters how chopped you are, but it can only go to an extent, right? It's a numbers game, you know, you gotta keep on going. If you give up, then you're never gonna get it right. Alright, so if you guys don't know, East Asia has the lowest birth rates in the world. Like, as let's check right now, 0.7 to 1.4 births per woman, right? So if you're watching this video, we are not changing that, right? We are not saving these countries. We cannot do that. That's why I'm making videos like this and you're watching videos like this, right? But what is the one thing that no one can resist? Whether you're a woman, a man, a straight, a gay, it doesn't matter. What is the one thing that no one can resist? It's money, right? If you have money, it doesn't matter how chopped you are, right? You could look like me, or you could look like you, but if you have money, you can get an ABG, right? So the secret is actually money. Now the question becomes, how do you actually get that money? So the way that you get that money is through knowledge, right? How do you get knowledge? You have to read books, you have to educate yourself. So now we've uncovered that the secret to getting an ABG is money, and the secret to money is knowledge. So to prove that I'm actually doing this and I'm not just preaching, I'm actually following my own advice, I went out and I bought some books to help me get more educated. If I'm more educated, I will get more money. So let me show you some of the books that I got. So I got 3 books, right? This was the first one, The Basics of Winning Poker. It was only 25 cents. We'll get a lot of knowledge from this. We're gonna be winning a lot of poker. We're gonna be winning a lot of money. The next book I got was The Winner's Guide to Texas Hold'em Poker. All right, same idea, right? We're winning a lot, making a lot of money, you know, education equals money, right? The more I know, the more money I'm making. The third book I got was Winning Craps for the Serious Player. Again, this is all just input, right? This is just the 80-20 rule, right? 20% of the input is gonna give me 80% of the results. I'm just gonna read 20% of these books. I'm gonna read 20% of these books. I'm gonna make 80% of what I put in. So now let's say in a couple months, actually I'll just demonstrate it, right? I will just show you. I will take my knowledge and I will show you that this actually works and I'm not just lying to you. Okay, so I know that this isn't poker or craps, right? But I've also done extensive research on roulette. So I just want to show you that this is actually, the education is actually the secret to making more money and getting more women. Right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bet, we're just gonna Just for the sake of this video, I will bet a lot. I will put 120 on 19 to 36, and then I'll put 80 right here. Okay, now we'll spin. I landed on 20, so we won $40, as you could see, right? I'm $40 richer, right? We'll do this again, just to show you guys, I'm not scamming you, right? This is actually education turning into this is actually education turning into the money. As you can see, I put 20% in and I'm getting 80% out, right? I'm already up like $120, right? How much are you up? Exactly, you gotta get your money up. So now let's say that you know what, because since this is a game of numbers, we're just gonna put everything on black, right? And as you can see, this is just education, right? I'm gonna win. Alright, now that you got your education up, right? You got your money up, you have your knowledge, your wealth. Okay, now you have the foundation set, right? You got the foundation, you can go out, and there it is. If you can flaunt your money, then there is a pretty good chance that you could get a girl, right? Let's say that you get the girl, okay? You've got the girl, you got the ABG, you got the Latina, whatever, right? You have her. How do you keep her, right? What is gonna differentiate you from another smart, wealthy guy now, huh? Because obviously it is not our looks, it is our money that led them to us, right? Usually what happens, you have the looks, and the looks attract and the personality keeps. But if you're watching this video, you probably have a horrible personality just like me. So now, how do you keep her, right? What you gotta do is you gotta show her that you're putting in work, okay? So for that, it goes back to step one. You gotta educate yourself, okay? What is the secret behind keeping a relationship? It is communication. If you cannot communicate effectively with her, how are you gonna keep her? So for that, you have to educate yourself. Again, this is all about education, right? 80-20 rule. You gotta put 20% in, you get 80% out, right? You just read a couple books, and now you're up $120, right? Imagine what's gonna happen if you read even more books, right? You gotta put stuff in to get stuff out, as you can see. So now the secret to getting and keeping a relationship is books. Let me show you. What you need now, whether you're going for a Latino, whether you're going for an ABG, right? You gotta speak their language. We got a Chinese dictionary, Chinese phrase book, Chinese radicals, right? We're gonna read their language too, right? If this, again, this is a numbers game, right? Let's say that one doesn't work out, you gotta go to number two. You gotta keep on going, right? If you can speak to them, if you can actually communicate with them, that's gonna increase your chances. If you have money, that's gonna increase your chances. If you have wealth, that's gonna increase your chances. So you gotta be doing this stuff, or else you're never gonna win. So again, look how much I have invested. I have gotten so many books, okay? I'm putting in all this work, I'm making all this money. I'm gonna win, you're gonna lose, okay? And the only reason I'm making this video is so that I could help people who are in my shoes at one point, right? Now, I have not gotten any women yet, but it's just a numbers game. I gotta put in my 20% and then I will get my 80%. I haven't put in my complete 20%. Anyway, I think that's gonna wrap up this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that comment button, and I will see you guys in the next one.